Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Inning Intermissions. I'm back here at Richland High School today. Tell them who you are.
I'm Drew Schock, senior here, relief pitcher.
Drew Schock, I like that. The last name Schock, dude. You sound like as a relief pitcher. If you had a bullpen song where you come out of the bullpen, what would your song be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I don't know. I really love. So I'm a huge New York Mets fan. So
Okay.
I love the trumpets that Edwin Diaz brings out. So
Okay.
I'd probably go with that.
Dude, you got a solid name as a reliever. That's why I came to my head, the Drew Schock reliever song. I'm gonna put that on here. All right, cool, man. What do you love about being a reliever so much?
Honestly, I just really like being able to you get a feel for the game, moving into your appearance as a pitcher. We have so many great starting pitchers here. I mean, Braylon and Michael have just absolutely been lights out for us all year long. Really gives a really good opportunity for relievers to just come into a game and kind of just coast through, just pitch to a little bit of contact, get through the game, let your infield work behind you, and just kind of coast through the game.
That's a great mindset. Talk a little bit about, though, the times when you have to come in and you're kind of put in the middle of a jam, right? They bring you in first and second, one out. How do you get your mind right? What are some things you do that maybe some young kids can learn from?
So, I mean, obviously, game depends on so many different factors. It's situation, how many outs you got, who you're playing, where you're at in the lineup. Kind of just depends on like certain matchups, and then, I mean, how they've been hitting all day. I mean, if they only got like 1 or 2 hits on the board and you're in the 5th inning, go at them, go attack them. I mean, if they're raking your guys, then I like to look at the pitcher that was on before me, compare myself to them, and see like kind of differences, and then differentiate from what they've been doing. But me personally as a pitcher, I think my biggest thing is just always letting the guys behind me work. Walks are a killer. Can't give up the free ones.
I love that mentality, man. No walks. I remember playing in the dirt, and I'm like, come on, just give me the ground ball, because it's just the game slows down, right? And then I just lose focus.
Yeah, I mean, you get 2 walks, and then your guys are falling asleep in the field. Slows everything down, and then ball gets booted.
There you go.
So, yeah.
All right, let's back up, man. Let's talk about just as a kid growing up. What got you into baseball? Where'd you play? What do you love about it? All that stuff.
So I grew up on the west side of the state. I think my dad got me into the game. He was always a big football guy, but he didn't really want me to play football, just contact and concussions and all that. He wasn't a big fan of that. But I mean, ever since I've picked up a baseball bat, started throwing a ball, I just always loved it. It's always been my go-to sport. Yeah, I played there for a couple years, and then we moved to Richland back in 2013. Started doing Richland National Little League. Went through the program there, and then just kind of made my way up to Richland High School.
And what do you love so much about this program? What sticks out to you?
Honestly, just the prestige. There's a huge prestige that kind of hangs over us every day. That there's a little bit of pressure to expect a lot of excellence from us, but it's also good to have that kind of pressure. You wanna live up to something and build up. And then our coaches, they provide amazing practice schedules, practice plans, game plans. They provide a lot of great structure for us that just really get us set for each game.
That's awesome, man. All right, hey, let's talk a little. One reason you're on here because you're a senior. We want to celebrate you. But you also have a unique story, a story that your coach is very proud of you for, and that's why he reached out to me about interviewing you. So can you share a little bit about that story, when you found out to where you are now?
Yeah, of course. So freshman year, 2 weeks before baseball tryouts for freshman team, I started feeling a little bit sick, and we were right in the middle of getting over the mask mandate for COVID. And we had like a week where we were out of school. So kind of just at home, wasn't feeling great, stayed at home, went to the urgent care a couple times. They were like, oh, we can give you a COVID test, nothing really else we can do for you. Because blood draws at the time were on a 2-month wait.
Oh, wow.
Because you had to try and schedule with your primary doctor, and mine at the time was actually a 6-month wait, so there was really no point of us doing anything there.
Wow.
So a couple weeks go by, just wasn't getting any better, headaches, fever, and eventually we're like, all right, we're gonna go to the emergency room, go find out. Day before baseball tryouts, freshman year, they diagnosed me. They drew blood here at Cadlick, and they said that you had leukemia. They wanted to send us over to Seattle. So we left at midnight, 12:30, to go drive over there, and the pass was closed.
Jeez.
So just stay in a hotel up in Clay Ellum for a night until they were able to get us back into Yakima. Life flighted over, and then thought was going to be short stay, maybe 30 days. Ended up coming back. I ended up missing all of freshman year for baseball, and then pretty much the entire second semester of my freshman year of high school. And then I also ended up missing the first semester of my sophomore year. We didn't end up moving back until almost November. It was like kind of late October.
Because of all the treatment and all that?
Yeah. So they had us over there. We were in the hospital. First day was 34 days straight, consecutive, which honestly ended up being a blessing, because if you stay there for 30 days or more, the state pays for everything.
Oh wow,
all your insurance gets covered.
Yeah.
So that was honestly worth it.
Absolutely, man.
So yeah, that really helped a lot with the financial stuff.
Yeah.
And then my mom, fortunately, she had a coworker over there that lived in North Bend, and she was able to provide housing for us.
Wow.
They were able to let us like stay in a kind of a mother-in-law house right next to them. Beautiful property, beautiful family, Hanson family. Shout out to you guys,
For real.
family forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were able to help us stay there instead of the alternative, which was the Ronald McDonald houses. Which that's what the McDonald's, their fundraising is. They do a really great job, and it's an amazing thing for people that like don't really have a great support system and are able to stay there. But unfortunately, it needs a lot more funding.
For sure. Well, man,